Hey, it's Phil from Tips for a Better Life, and if you feel like the world is not giving to you what you think you should have, if you feel frustrated, if you feel anxious, if you feel lonely, if you feel deserted, if you feel miserable, and the last months, the last years, you've been trying over and over to please other people, to live a life that other people expect from you, to make other people do stuff for you, to feel you, to make you feel appreciated, to make you feel loved, to make you feel appreciated. At a certain point, you gotta stop doing that. I did the same thing for years. I felt miserable, I felt anxious, I felt frustrated, I felt depressed, constantly thinking about what other people were thinking about me, constantly trying to please them, to live a life that was not my own, but what other people expected from me, that at a certain point, I just went my own way. And it was not from a place of abundance, I gotta tell you. It was from a place of being rock bottom and thinking, I'm so low, I can't go any lower. The world and people are not giving to me what I expect them to give me. You know what? I'm just gonna try something different and I'm gonna go that direction. Because I'm just keep on walking this direction and I don't like this life and the way I'm heading. You know, I'll just take the lonely road that way and I'm just gonna do whatever I want. And I move from a lot of frustration and anger and say, fuck the world, you know, I'm never gonna be happy, you know, you're not giving to me what I wanted, so I'm just gonna go that way and see how it goes. And that's when I started sporting. And that's when I started paying attention to my diet. And that's when I started reading books. And that's then when I started doing workshops and developing new aspects of my personality. That's when I started traveling by myself. And step by step I realized, hey, this actually isn't so bad. I lost 15 kilograms in 2 months. From 90 kilograms to 75 kilograms. I felt a bit better. I looked better. The person who I saw in the mirror was changing on the outside, but not on the inside. And I felt a little bit better. But then I said like, nah, this is still not me. So I started reading books. I started reading about happiness. I started reading about success, productivity, about relationships, about spirituality, about meditation. And I was like, hey, this sounds pretty interesting. I'm going to delve into this. And I started working on the inside. I started learning, I started knowing more, but not experiencing more. Then I was thinking, I still feel pretty lonely, but I don't feel like I belong to the friends, my past friends. You know what? I'm just going to go to a coffee bar, sit by myself, or I'm just going to go to this art gallery, or I'm just going to go to this new thing, or this dancing, or this painting, or this to a sport club that I like. And I'm just going to, I always wanted to do it, you know, fuck it, I'm just going to do it by myself. And I met some interesting people. I expanded my friend circle. And before I knew it, I met some new people, had some new interesting conversations. Started reading more, started going online, seeing some groups, saw some mentors, saw other people who were also interested in the same thing. Didn't really feel alone anymore. Because I saw other people were also searching, also connecting, also trying to relate. So it's not just me. So what started out as a quest of me just being frustrated, walking the lonely path, walking the lonely road, and saying like, hey, screw you guys, I'm just going to follow my own road. In the beginning was very lonely, and it was like a period I had to go through because I didn't belong to my own old identity, and I didn't have my new identity yet. But then I lost weight. I started eating healthier. I started reading. I started developing new aspects of my personality. I started developing social skills. I started doing new things, learning a new language. So step by step I discovered that life is not so fixed as you think it is. Life will only be fixed if, as I talked about in the beginning, you let your life depend on what other people expect from you. If you let your life depend on the circumstances that other people dictate for you. But at a certain point, you have to figure out what your needs are. Who are you? Why you're doing things? What do you want to do? I don't care if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, you still have the chance to step away from that fixed mindset and step into that growth mindset and developing new aspects in your personality, in your life, in your social reality, in your emotional reality, in your physical reality, in your spiritual reality. So I did it, and I feel so much better than 7, 8, 9 years ago. If I can do it, you can do it. In the beginning it's lonely for everyone, but I'm telling you, that lonely road, which slowly goes to the top, the higher you go, the better the view is, and the more like-minded people you will meet. And in the beginning it will take a little bit of effort, but I'm telling you, it will be the best decision you can ever make in your life. So if you want to improve, if you think you're stuck at a place and you can't get out, you have to get out. Seek support if you want, connect with like-minded individuals, and see that change is possible. I believe in you. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So start today. I wish you all the best and speak to you soon.